A fresh dose of tech news and insight. This is breaking news on Eagle Eyes on Tech.
It is Monday, May 27th, 2025. This is Eagle Eyes on Tech. I'm Eagle Falcon. Dan Clancy needs to step down immediately. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He needs to step down immediately. He is done. His entire moderation crew needs to be terminated immediately. This is going to seem completely out of order. I'm just going to tell you that right now because later on today, the Eagle Eyes on Tech episode is going to come out where we cover what was a breaking story of Twitch streamer Hasanabi being temporarily suspended. I suspect it was going to be at least a week ban. It should have been a 1 month ban. 1 day, 6 minutes, 20 seconds for violating the Twitch terms of service regarding reading a terrorist manifesto. In the direct guidelines, it says you cannot read a terrorist manifesto even if you are condemning it. He did not. He did not even condemn it. He straight up read it verbatim with a smirk on his face. He goes out day after day, constantly glorifying terrorist organizations, constantly trying to go and harass other streamers, slander other streamers, again and again and again. Every single time this idiot is live, he is violating Twitch's terms of service. He is violating the community guidelines. Every single day. He violates one of the biggest rules that gets people permanently banned from the platform. He gets a day. A day. Any other platform you do this, you get suspended. You get terminated. In fact, in most cases. And the argument of, oh, well, he's a journalist. He's not. He is a streamer. Even on Twitch, you are still bound by the rules. And quite frankly, the current staff at Twitch doesn't care. There is no equal treatment. There is the preferential treatment that Hasan and other extremists that go ahead and follow this path of promoting radical genocidal rhetoric that continue to push that nonsense out day in and day out, and the preferential treatment they get that quite frankly are giving a bad name to everyone on their side of the aisle. And then there's the rules for everyone else. This is disgusting. This is offensive. And there's people saying, oh, this is so great. Oh, the king is back. You're a bunch of idiots. You really are. Why even bother having the rules then? Just ban everyone but Hasan at this point. It's the path you're going down anyway. What's the point? If you're going to go ahead and say that, no, you can't go ahead and be a hateful little dingus on the platform, but you're going to let this jerk go out and day in and day out slander every single person that calls him out for his absolute radical behavior. The media are calling out his radical behavior. Mainstream news that's on his side of the aisle are calling out his radical behavior. But you ban him for a day? 1 day. 1 day, 6 minutes, 20 seconds. One of two things is going to happen. There's one of two things that are going to happen now. Twitch is either going to just get shut down, because where else does this go? Okay, you've got the mainstream media now breathing down Twitch's neck, going, what on earth is wrong with you? And your action for a guy reading out an extremist manifesto for a guy who assassinated 2 people. The guy read out the manifesto for an assassin. And your response is a 24-hour ban? F*** off. This is embarrassing. Dan Clancy, you need to retire effective immediately. You need to step down right the heck now. This is unacceptable. There is, I have given so many breaks to the guy, but this is it. This is the last straw. You continue to make the platform worse with these hyper aggressive monetization plans, trying to go in and push harder and harder and harder for us to push ads. What's the point if you're going to go ahead and allow this extremist rhetoric that is going to dry up all of the ad revenue? This is horrible. This is making Twitch a laughing stock among every other platform out there. There's no other excuse for this. There is no justification for reading out an extremist manifesto for an assassin, a guy who believes he was a political assassin. This is insane. Dan Clancy needs to step down immediately before Amazon looks at what's going on at Twitch and shuts the whole thing down. Because quite frankly, this cannot continue. There is no way you look at how a platform with this idiot on it, doing his idiot thing, spreading his idiot rhetoric, and say that the platform can continue as such and it's a sustainable plan. It is not. You are going to lose all your advertisers. You are going to be investigated by the FBI. You are going to be investigated by the CIA. By the time those investigations are done, guess what? Amazon's going to yank the plug. This man is going to single-handedly kill the platform. And Twitch had to do one thing. You had to do one thing. You had to ban him indefinitely. It's a no-brainer. Who do you keep? The entire platform that you're trying to go ahead and get back into the black as far as profitability? Do you want to lose that? Or do you want to lose the absolute raving lunatic who can't handle the slightest bit of criticism, can't debate his way out of a paper bag despite being some kind of journalist out there and some kind of political pundit? I'm so upset. I really am. Because, like I've said, I don't care about politics. I really don't. All right? I'm political savvy enough to analyze a political situation and make an informed choice when it comes to my own vote. But there's no excusing this. There's no excusing violent rhetoric. There is no excusing a man who has called for the assassination of a sitting senator. There is no excusing a man who has called for the genocide of an entire people. There is no excusing a guy who tries to imply that an assassination was a false flag when it clearly wasn't. There is no excusing reading an entire extremist manifesto and then not rebuking or doing anything as far as condemning said manifesto. No one does that. No journalist, no commentator, no political pundit, no talk show host. No one goes ahead and is that stupid. Because the whole point of a manifesto is to be read by others. To go ahead and try to hope that their words incite someone to take up the mantle that the extremist took up. That's the whole point. And you, this absolute this freaking cartoon character of an idiot, went ahead and did just that. You knew what you were doing. You were either the dumbest dumb person that ever played the planet, or you actually are the terrorist sympathizer, extremist that your persona tries to make you out to be. It's one or the other. And either way, you need to leave. And since the current moderation team won't do it, since Dan Clancy won't do it, then clearly they need to leave. This is unexcusable. There is no more excusing this. Dan Clancy, step down now. Every single episode I talk about Twitch, as long as Dan Clancy is up there, I am going to call for him to step down again and again and again and again. Because this shouldn't be happening. As I keep saying again and again, and there is no excusing this. No way whatsoever. That's going to do it for me. Get out there, conquer the day. Except it's Memorial Day, so enjoy your day off.